You know, he could be my straight person.
Put him in the camera. Camera needs to see. It's Wild Sox Day.
Yeah, that was quite deliberate, actually.
Gotta find laugh where you can, right?
Thank you, Mark. I knew you were here because there were shoes out in the entryway. So, yeah. New song, "Happy Place" by Lens Spot. So,
Yeah, you like that, didn't you? And I hope this is your happy place, or one of your happy places, and I hope you take this with you wherever you go and claim it. Bring it on.
yeah. We do have a couple patron saints by the name of John Lennon and George Carlin.
George and John.
So, John said, time you enjoy wasting was not wasted. And George always is insightful, right? Yeah. Meow means woof in cat. Right? Has to be. Has to be. All right. In England, the Speaker of the House is not allowed to speak. His main responsibility is to preside over deliberations. No comment. I guess no comment's a comment, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah. Good humor is one of the best articles of dress one can wear in society.
True.
And people seldom improve when they have no other model but themselves to copy after.
True.
Okay, where was I on this one here? I think that's, I think that where I am, or was that last week?
I don't remember.
I'll just do it, okay. There are two ways of spreading light: to be the candle or the mirror that reflects it. We've talked about that before, have we not? So, when everyone is against you, it means that you are absolutely wrong. Or absolutely right. Never know.
You never know.
I am more afraid of an army of 100 sheep led by a lion than an army of 100 lions led by a sheep. There you go. That was, where was that? That was Charles Maurice, Prince de Talleyrand Perigord in 1754. To ridicule philosophy is to really philosophize. Okay.
Here we go. You ready for this?
Why do seagulls fly over the sea?
Because they can.
Because if they flew over the bay, they'd be bagels.
Oh.
What do you do with a blue whale? Cheer it up. What do you call a pig who knows karate? Pork chop. Very good. Very good. See, we have kids here. Yeah, Lila should have been here. See, she'd gotten these.
She was sleeping in.
Ah, well, good for her. Good for her. What do cows read in the morning?
The newspaper?
Yes.
The newspaper.
Boy, you just think
they
weird, just
don't.
like the book and just like, yeah, perfect. That's perfect.
But we don't have a newspaper anymore. Only online.
And they actually have a print edition. They just don't deliver it to the house.
Twice a week.
Yeah, in the grocery store.
So, yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
What clocks and points north? A magnetic chicken. I know. Well, hey, kids jokes. What can I say?
Bad dad jokes.
Bad dad jokes. Don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened.
True.
Pain and suffering is inevitable, but misery is optional. And that's
talk it,
kind
yeah.
of, it's absolutely.
Yep.
Yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. Today is a gift. That's why it's called the present. Yeah, I mean, these are all old, but actually this one is from
So are we.
2005.
We just
so
need to be reminded.
I've read it probably a couple
Have
of times since then.
Have
A
you?
good, yeah, probably. A good exercise for the heart is to bend down and help one another.
Good job.
Yeah. Life is what you make of it, kind of like Play-Doh.
Are you mushing in my life, Phil?
Yeah. I do good. Mm.
So yesterday we had a workshop here at the church. It was awesome. I'm sorry you didn't get to make it for that if you weren't here. It was Tending the Garden of Your Heart. It was really, really awesome. Beth and I co-taught that one and had some practical tools for finding your purpose and moving through every season of your life. And then after that, we had a memorial for Ryan King, and Phil officiated that. He did a really good job. I think he did a good job. And so we just want to mention him a little bit. What Phil's going to read, Ryan came to me like at 5:30 in the morning one morning. Phil was already up. He gets up early, but I usually sleep in till probably at least 6:30. But at 5:30, Ryan woke me up and pretty much dictated this word for word. So I wrote it down. I came out in my jammies and wrote it down. Phil's like, "What?"
I was supposed to say it yesterday at the service, but
other things were going on.
There's a lot of pages in that thing.
There was a lot of things going on. But anyway, so we want to do that now.
Actually, I just want to interject something that really happened. I thought was hysterical and also very, very telling. At the beginning, there was a little bit of wind, and I had the microphone and this book with, I had probably like 9 or 10 pages that we had put in it, and she organized it for me because it wasn't very organized for me. And so here I am, and now that I've got this microphone, it's not a lapel mic, so I'm holding it, and I'm trying to hold this book open like this.
So the microphone was down here, nobody could hear a word you say.
It was silly. So she came running up and grabbed the thing from me, folded it over, and handed it back, and I went, that works.
Teamwork.
Well, and it just shows you it takes two of us sometimes to get things done. So
we need each other. Yeah.
Ryan was a big man with a big heart. He had a strong will and a gentle soul. He loved people, music, adventure, and rocks. His absence leaves a wounded emptiness, but he would want us to heal that woundedness with music and fill the emptiness with adventure. He would like us to find joy in each sunrise and peace in each sunset, finding strength and kindness and meaning in every moment.
Say the word you.
Okay. Goodbye, Ryan. Son, brother, husband, father, friend, adventurer, musician, and rock king. Tough.
So repeat after me, if you would please. Peace to the fallen.
Peace to the fallen. Dang it, got me. I was absolutely fine all of yesterday, and that got me. Thank you.
Just a breath, a moment of silence as we honor his life. Thank you. Okay. Thank you.
I'm just a big mush anyway.
He is a big mush, but that's kind of why we like him. He's got mush tendencies. All right, so mush on out of here.
Okay, I'm out of here.
So Mother's Day is today. And Mother's Day is weird because, well, not weird, but I think some of the best things we ever learn come from our mothers. And sometimes the worst things we've ever learned come from our mothers. The best thing I ever learned from my mother was learning how to make chocolate chip cookies and chocolate zucchini cake and other things. And I think the worst thing I ever learned from my mother was people pleasing. It's taken me a lifetime to overcome that. And here's the thing, mothers don't have to be perfect. There's a million ways in which to be a good mom. And we all just do our best. Those of us who have been moms, we just do our best, right? The point is that our moms love us beyond measure. If they don't, they're broken. It's not that you're not worthy of it. Make sense? Proverbs talks a little bit about, the Bible doesn't talk much about women. You know, it has a few of the women that were powerful and made a difference in the world. But really it doesn't talk much about them. Men are the focus. And I think that was part of the culture. Women didn't have any rights. They didn't have any credibility at all. So they weren't really looked on in that regard. But here's what Proverbs has to say. I take issue with Proverbs. It says, a worthy woman who can find blah, blah, blah. And then it lists all the things that she does. They're do things. And nobody could live up to that standard. We can't. But it gives us permission in Proverbs to have hobbies, to have jobs, to have our own way of doing things, to be uniquely ourselves. And I really like that. In verse 38, it says, her children arise and call her blessed. Her husband also, and he praises her. And then verse 26, she speaks with vision, and faithful instruction is on her tongue. So think about what you learned from your mom. Right, wrong, good, or bad. Sometimes we just learn a better way to do it because we don't want to do that. We don't want to be like that. Does that make sense? We shift things. There's a Spanish proverb says, an ounce of mother is worth a ton of priest. Don't you love that? Here's an unknown. If at first you don't succeed, try doing it the way your mom told you in the first place. Aristotle said this, mothers are fonder of their children because they're more certain that they're their own.
Oh.
I know, ouch. Victor Hugo says, a mother's arms are made of tenderness and children sleep soundly in them. Here's another unknown. Nothing is really lost until your mom can't find it. Right? So our moms are really, really important in our world. And some of us have had to mom ourselves. Anybody here? Well, you don't have to raise your hand. But you know what I'm talking about? Sometimes we have to mom ourselves. And sometimes we have to heal using that divine guidance of what is love. If we didn't get it from our mom or our dad, then we manufacture it. We create it for ourselves. We become the love for ourselves. We parent ourselves in a way that's best. Because we learn. We learn what we don't want. We learn what we do want. And we become mindful of our own self-worth. And it is that self-worth then that we can awaken the inner parent, the inner mom that can nurture us. We are so quick to have that inner critic, aren't we? Telling us what we should have done, could have done, and oh, that was not smart, or other less kind things. But that inner being, there's an inner being within us that is connected to divine source and knows the truth of who we are. And that truth of who we are then can feed us and help us move beyond those limitations that the critical thinking creates. So perhaps your mom was critical of you, perhaps your mom was nurturing of you, perhaps she was both. Whatever your parent was, it's time to parent ourselves. It's time to be that loving, tender presence for ourselves. And then in turn to others. Be a blessing to others. Now we have a blessing this morning. Jackie picked us up some beautiful roses. Phil and I are going to pass those out with a blessing. But before we do that, Beth is going to come up and lead us in a guided meditation. So Miss Beth, if you would please take it away. Get your microphone. Let go. However you want to do it. Thank you. There it goes.
Can you hear?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Good morning, everybody. You know, I was just thinking about mothers finding things. My mother kind of, when I was in middle school, went into this born-again Christianity that was really a little bit hard for me. But I really do think it was a way of her trying to find something deeper to connect with spiritually. Because from a young age, we all knew that if you lost something, you go to my mother and she'd go, okay, let's pray about it. And then she'd go, upstairs under your sister's bed on the left-hand side, you know. Wow. And so I'm pretty sure my mother was translating her intuitive and psychic abilities in the best way she could in a world that wasn't open to that. But when you said your mother found things, we'd always, where is it, Mom? Okay, let's pray about it.
When in doubt, pray about it.
Yeah, right, and she'd get that very specific answer. So that was always very cool and just the way it was. So today I want to share, you know, no matter what your experience with Mother's Day is, I just really want to take a journey today where we really can go into a place of love and understanding. Maybe turn off.
Bill, got the lights? There you go.
Ah, thank you. Take a deep breath and gently let go. And come present to this moment. If you haven't already, you may want to close your eyes. Again, breathe in, breathe out. Feel your shoulders soften. We really carry so much tension in our shoulders. Just let that go. Allow your body to relax. Allow yourself to arrive fully in this moment. And we're going to go on a walk today in the forest. A very peaceful, tranquil forest. The air is fresh and cool. The temperature is just perfect for what works for you. There's a soft sunlight filtering through the trees above you and dancing upon the ground. And it's a path that feels safe, quiet, and sacred. And as you begin walking, you notice the sounds of birds in the distance, the gentle rustle of the leaves and the branches moving above you. And with each step you take, you feel calmer, lighter, and even more present. So imagine now that you've been walking for a while. You know, when you go on this lovely walk and you go, I'm getting ready for a break. I'm getting ready maybe for something to drink. And just as you start feeling that, you notice a small cabin ahead of you. And it's nestled in the trees off to the side. And there's a warm light glowing from that cabin. And there's a porch out front. And on that porch is a woman. And she comes out and she beckons you forward. And you just know that you are in a place that you are very, very welcomed. And you come forward and you see this woman and maybe notice what she looks like, but she's very timeless. You know, that type of person where you can't say, is she young or is she older? She just has that very timeless quality about her. There's something familiar about her, and there's something very loving about her. And she invites you to sit on the porch. There's a couple rocking chairs on the porch, and you just sit in comfortably on that porch. And the sunlight comes down and warms your face. And you sit on the porch, and she offers you some tea. And the tea is just to your taste. It's sweetened with just the right amount of sweetener for you. And it's maybe an herbal tea or whatever type of tea you like. It just suits you perfectly, and it feels very nourishing and refreshing. And you sit there, and you sip your tea, and you rock back and forth. And you just feel that sense of being loved. unconditional love. There's no judgment here. And the sun shines down on you, and you realize that unconditional love is very special. It's unconditional, and very much like sunshine. Sunshine doesn't say, oh, you had a bad day, so I'm not going to shine on you. Or that you've done this or that, and I'm not going to. No, sunshine doesn't care. It's there and available to all of us, and so is this unconditional love. So as you sit on the porch, rocking in the chair, just for a moment, soak in unconditional love, the light of love, and let it fill your body and let it recharge you. Back, forth in your rocking chair, soaking in love. Now today, some of you are soaking that in and feeling it immediately. And others of you may be having a hard time soaking it in. And I encourage you, if you're one of those people that's feeling it, soak it in and now radiate it out into this room. Share it for those that maybe today are having a hard time feeling that love. Oh wow, I just felt the room shift. Oh, and this is such a beautiful feeling. I can feel it throughout this room, that feeling of unconditional love. And now it's time for us to move on our walk. It feels wonderful. You feel recharged. But this woman offers you a snack to bring with you, a little treat. Does she offer you a homemade bread? Or does she offer you this nuts and dried fruits with little special treats in it, like a trail mix? Or does she offer you a flask of that tea that you just enjoyed so much for you to take on your walk? Or does she offer you something else? So bread, trail mix, tea, or something else. Just choose what feels right to you to take on your journey. So you continue on your walk, thanking this woman so much for your time spent with her. And as you walk on, you're feeling how much calmer and more supported you are. And the trail winds gently through the trees, and you continue on, again walking for a while, until the point where you're feeling it's time for another break. And just as you think that, you come up to this little opening in the forest with this great big beautiful tree, and underneath the tree is an old man sitting underneath the tree, and he's got a piece of wood and he's carving. And he looks up and smiles at you as though he's expecting you. And so you come on over and you sit beside him and rest. And within this man, you sense that he has this wisdom of a well-lived life. And you can tell that there is no judgment in his eyes, because quite honestly, he's seen it all. So whatever you have done and you have experienced in your life, he has no judgment. And he knows that it's part of your life journey and that you did the best you could. And part of him almost seems like he understands the bigger picture of what you've gone through in your life journey. There's a wisdom there. So there's no need to explain yourself. You just feel understood. And you just sit for a while underneath him, underneath the tree. And you just feel like you become lighter. Because there's something very special being just simply in the presence of somebody that holds no judgment and gets you. And just feel yourself sitting in that presence for a while. And again, it's going to be time for you to leave. And as you get up, the man hands you the carving that he was working on. Notice what shape it takes on that carving. On that stick, has he carved a bird, a heart or a series of hearts, a spiral, or something else? Again, is it a bird, a heart, a spiral, or something else? You thank him and take this stick and you continue on your way. And soon you come to a small wooden bridge crossing over a stream. Halfway across the bridge you pause and you suddenly have a knowing that you are supposed to toss that stick you just received into the stream. It's very beautiful and it's wonderful craftsmanship, but you can just sense that you're going to let it go. And you toss it into the water and you watch the stream carry it away. And with that, you feel this really wonderful sense of lightness that comes from releasing what no longer needs to be carried. And you take a deep breath and you continue onward. And again, your journey continues through the forest. And this time you come to this beautiful meadow filled with sunlight and wildflowers. And you look, and in the meadow, running and laughing through the meadow is a young child. And the child waves at you so excitedly, "Come, join me, join me." And without hesitation you do. You run through the grass, you laugh, you spin, and you just have this wonderful delight bubbling up inside you. And for a few moments you allow yourself to just simply play and have fun. You may even find yourself almost giggling a little bit. It's just a wonderful part of your journey and your walk. But again, you know that it's time to move on a little bit from this trip. And before you leave, the child comes over and he has some special things that he wants to give you and for you to choose from. And do you choose a flower crown, you know, one of those little like rings of flowers that you can put on your head? A glowing crystal that this child has found hidden in the forest. A homemade kite made from sticks and all the wonderful things of the forest? Or do you find something else? A flower crown, a glowing crystal, a homemade kite, or something else? You receive that gift with gratitude. And you take a moment now to stand in the meadow, feeling the sunlight, the breeze, and the joy within your heart. And you just think about what a wonderful journey and what a wonderful walk through the forest you've had. And when you're ready, you say goodbye to the child. And you gently return along the path. The meadow fades behind you, the bridge, the tree, the cabin in the woods, until you finally return to this time and place. Take a deep breath in and gently open your eyes. How was that? So each of these gifts have a meaning. And And I'll share those with you now. And maybe should we have a light or just keep it dim? Yeah, perfect, thank you. Because that first stop is really about unconditional love. Like I said, the beautiful thing about unconditional love, it has no conditions. It's like sunshine. And I think sometimes we forget that we can just not have to earn love, that we can just receive it. And so this is gift, symbolic of what lets you shift from that, fear and distress and into a place that you're open to receiving that love. How many people chose the homemade bread? Homemade bread to me is such a nurturing thing to do. It's something extra special. Boy, don't we all love it when John makes homemade bread and brings it in? There's something very loving. And so that message of homemade bread for you to help you shift into that place of receiving love is take time to nurture yourself. I'll share, I chose bread when I did this meditation, and this morning I went back and received a healing. I just needed, I realized that that's something I could benefit from, and that was a way to nurture myself. And so I think we all know, is it going out in nature? Is it quieting down? Or, is it a trip? We all know what it is that nurtures ourselves. Make yourself a priority and take time to nurture yourself. How about the nuts and dried berries? The wonderful thing about a trail mix is you always go through and go, oh, what good thing's in it? And you always pick out what's the delight. And so this is talking about gratitude. So sweetness returns when you allow yourself to notice what is good and life-giving in your world, that you actively seek out those little treats and ask for more of that. Say more of that. And how about the homemade tea? Yeah. Has anybody heard of the group, the Cowboy Junkies? They're a Canadian group. And anyways, they have this song about tea. And it says something like, if you offer a cup, that is friendship. You share a cup of tea. If you add milk or cream, that's manners. But if you add the sugar to satisfy the expectant tongue, just like that person loves it, that is love. And so their message of their song is there's things that we can do, but sometimes there's that little extra you can do to make it special. And so your message of what helps you shift is to bless and show appreciation for somebody else. Ask yourself, who could use a kindness, appreciation, or a blessing right now? And when you're quiet, and when you're worried, so I find that if I'm really in my head and worried about stuff, if I take a moment and say, who could use that help right now? It gets me out of myself. And almost always when you follow up, you'll find that that person will be so appreciative, because your intuition will guide you to just that right person. And so if you got that today, you might even want to think about who you do in that final closing circle to bless and appreciate. Anything else that anybody got?
An apple?
Yeah, an apple too.
Oh. There's certainly, I'm just just to enjoy that sweetness of life. Just really,
Bite into life.
bite into life. I was looking for the right words there. Just do it. Just enjoy that sweetness. John?
I got a glowing crystal.
Oh, for a treat to go.
Yeah, I was given one at that first stop.
That's interesting because the next stop, a glowing crystal, is one of the options. And it's almost like you're
Well, the last one too, when the child gave me a crystal,
yeah.
I gave him the one that I was given.
Oh.
I couldn't hear what you said.
So he got a crystal one stop ahead of when a crystal was going to be given. So when it came to it, he gave his crystal and did a crystal exchange.
To the child.
So let's hold that and go into what the meaning of that crystal is in the next stop here, and what you just exchanged there. Oh yeah, it's the third one. Okay, so but we'll put a pin in that and come back to that. Okay, so the understanding and the next stop was the man that was so understanding, that had lived a whole lot of life. How many of you got a bird in the carving? Yeah. You are ready to release emotional heaviness, guilt, or old burdens. Be light, soar, be free. Feel that lightness. How many got the heart or hearts on it? None, but if anybody online got that, it says you're ready to release self-judgment and become a little bit gentler on yourself, to experience that joy of really stepping into self-love. How about the spiral? So, you're ready to release the belief that growth must happen perfectly or in a straight line. Trust your unfolding journey. Something else? Yes.
A face.
A face. What was that face like?
Kind of like in the image of the man.
Oh. So you're really ready to bring that understanding and really bring that forward. You know that any need that you have for judgment, this is bringing in that extra energy so you can let go of that sense of self-judgment and bring in that compassion and take the time to really look at what's the big picture of those things you might be judging about yourself. How have they blessed your journey? What is their bigger, how have they changed your life? Because a lot of times our most difficult things have been our biggest blessing. So to bring that face with you is maybe asking you to face that truth.
I had a carved little totem pole.
The totem pole has all these different lessons with it. And again, there's a sense of releasing, those things that hold you back, but also bringing in the lessons and the resources of each of those things on the totem pole. Because it's a very sacred whole, they tell a story. And so your life tells that story. You have your own totem pole. And so when you release that, you get to release those stories you tell yourself, but kind of keep those part of it that form who you are and make that choice. Yeah. Yes, Leanne?
The carving I got was he carved a harmonica, but the carvings on it were apples and diamonds. And I got an apple to begin with, so.
She got a harmonica carved with apples and diamonds on it. And so I'm putting that back into what you're ready to release, because it's just telling you that's very beautiful. It's very sparkly, it's very musical, and it feels like it's that, to the extent that you may have felt unworthy of that, or you might have felt, oh, I don't have that sparkly song. I'm not that kind of person that sparkles and shines and plays music. It's telling you to change that story, that you definitely are worthy and capable of having that sparkle and shine. Play wonderful music. Yes, Bobby.
I had a stick with a message that said God loves you, but it was the feeling when he handed it to me, the love that he put into making it. It was so awesome.
And when you release that, you're releasing that message out into the world.
I know.
You're releasing that need to keep that all for yourself, because you don't have that scarcity mentality anymore. You just want to share that with everybody. So the inner child, oh yeah. Ooh, that's a rising energy, isn't it? You know, it's that healing and that energy that's lifting up. And so you're releasing any blocks to your growth and spiritual growth right now. Yeah, it's just like wide open. And yeah, let's move on to the inner child, because the inner, that last one, that child, is really about you receive that love and understanding, and this is all about what comes out when you have opened yourself to that sense of love and understanding. How about the flower crown? Yeah. That beauty, and I'm changing it because I'm getting a message that it's like it's that celebrating your own value. You know, that when you have that understanding, you're able to celebrate and own it and claim that value that you have, and to enjoy and share yourself in life more fully. Okay, let's go to the glowing crystal, John, because that is about you're safe and understood. This is about wonderment, exploration, like expanding your boundaries. So you got that. It's like you can go outside your comfort level now. And you exchange that with the child, and so that means there's a whole lot of fun and joy in doing that. That you're no longer contained by that. Did anybody else get that glowing crystal? Yeah. It's just like if you had constraints or boundaries, this says you're safe. You can grow yourself. You can glow. You can reach out. The homemade kite. Playfulness. Freedom. Your inner child celebrates the freedom, playfulness, movement, laughter, and just this space to have fun with life. Anything else? Yes. So that something else is a little bit about being the authentic you. And so what did you get?
Mine was like a handful of, it was just really dirty rocks that the kid thought was really awesome. Because I have 3 little kids, so it was just a handful of dirt and rocks that they...
But it felt beautiful to you, I guess. And it felt beautiful, like you're seeing the beauty in those little things. And that's a very authentic way to be. You know, it's just, again, it's just like that sense of just celebrating the beauty in the simple things. Yeah.
I received open arms and more love.
And so this is like what happens when you are loved and understood. You know, it's just like you can give it back, and you are loved, and you just get that beautiful hug. It almost explains itself. That's really nice. I think we probably, I'm watching the time here. But if anybody has anything else at the end, let me know.
That was beautiful. Let's give her a hand for that. Thank you. Thank you. I loved it. So let's do communion. We'll do communion, and then we have a process to give you a blessing and a flower. So, starting with communion, yours should be there somewhere. You're welcome to join us in communion. There's communion in the back of the church. If you don't want to, that's fine. Nobody says you have to. If you want to, we just appreciate those that don't participate in this. Thank you for allowing us this sacred moment, and hopefully you find a sacred moment in this as well. Join us in prayer, would you please? Loving Spirit of Light, thank you for nurturing our souls. Thank you for helping us to see the love and the light that we are. because you shine the love and the light into us. Walk with us, bless us. Thank you. In the name of your Son, Jesus, the Ascended One. Amen.
Amen.
Air conditioner's actually on.
Mm-hmm.
It's a first.
Join us in prayer again, please. Loving Spirit of light, as we drink this in, help us to drink in life. Help us to drink it in with the childlike enthusiasm, the joy. Help us to nurture ourselves and others, and help us to be accepting and wise. Thank you. In the name of Jesus, the Ascended One. Amen. Mm-hmm.
Thank you for joining us on Mother's Day. Appreciate it. And obviously it helps to keep the building open. And the occasional repairs. Just like you notice at home, the repairs are not inexpensive anymore. Although we really lucked out with that little work we had done on the roof. Thank you very much.
So here's what we're going to do.
Her grandson came down from Wenatchee to do it. So.
Yes. Here's what we're going to do. One at a time, would you come up and receive a flower from Phil, and I will give you a blessing.
And
Read
tell
it to you.
them about the little gizmos.
I don't know what to say about those things. They're little water holders.
It's a water holder, as opposed to us giving you with towels and plastic, and so
Yeah.
they're reusable. Who knew?
Jackie.
Jackie.
She's a peach. Would you like to be first? Come on up. So the blessing for you today is, my soul takes shelter under the wings of God's love. From this state of being, I can help others find sacred safety. Here's your blessing.
Happy Mother's Day. And we will have more than people here, so you'll be able to take some for mom, daughters.
You know, we can't guarantee that there's going to be enough for everybody to have more than one. So.
Well, I know, but there'll be some left. There'll be some left.
Here's your blessing. When you feel lacking in anything, return to the source and become refueled and recharged. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we can see these on camera or not. Do we want to?
I know you can see that. I can see
So,
it.
as long as you can see the flowers, that's fine. Unlimited kindness, or unlimited divine kindness flows to me. This kindness flows through me. The kind words and or kind actions I take make a difference in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Three stuck together, I guess you get 3 blessings. Oh, you're going to love this one. Even if I do dumb stuff, God will never desert me. I keep the faith and keep doing my best to do better.
Happy Mother's Day.
Others' love may fail. I may not love myself sufficiently. Yet God's love is for me and is everlasting. And that gives me the courage to keep going.
Thank you.
Happy Mother's Day.
Instead of acting frustrated and angry at myself and others, I lean into divine compassion. And I am kind. That's true.
Happy Mother's Day.
With confidence, I can draw near to God and feel grace flowing to me and through me whenever I need it.
Happy Mother's Day.
When I don't know which way to turn, I connect in and guidance comes to me. In a connected state of being, I can guide others on their path.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, my God. Sounds like miraculous stuff here.
Mm.
My soul sings when I connect to the glorious nature of God.
I'm a singer.
Are you a singer? Oh, I love it. I love it. I'm sure that was just an accident. Others' lies wound my soul. Jesus gets it. Knowing this plants me into sacred truth of who I truly am, a sacred being of light. That knowing makes me unshakable.
There you go.
Feeling God's gentle attention, I am tender and attentive to self and others. You need two for Nancy. One for you and one for Nancy. Oh, Nancy's doing it. Okay, this is for you. You get to be first. Okay. I can take a breath and enjoy being alive because if I'm alive, I'm here for a reason, even if I don't know what that might be. That's for you. And then for Nancy, I take time to reconnect and recharge and reclaim my strength.
Well, thank you.
Worries, fears, and struggles vanish when I feel the presence of the one who loves me.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you. God moving within me and through me allows me to actively create the life I want to live.
Oh, I love that.
Thank you.
I now receive the good things God's love has in store for me, and I share what I can.
Oh,
that's so true.
That was just approved.
Dog approved. My spirit connects with spirit, and the truth of who I am, what I'm meant to do, becomes clear.
Happy Mother's Day.
I may feel weak and helpless, but divine source uplifts me, and I feel empowered to break through to higher ground. And there's a Bible verse that goes with all of these if you want to look it up. God has the ability to help me stand my ground as I create safe boundaries.
Thank you.
Sometimes I just don't get it, why stuff happens. When I link in with God, I'm granted understanding that takes me beyond the why and into what to do next.
That was actually a clock.
It wasn't. When life's challenges feel overwhelming, I connect to divine nature and I'm given the strength to do the next right thing. One for the little one.
Oh, and the little one.
And the little one,
You'll
yeah,
be able
everybody
to
gets
one day.
Wait. Challenges happen. Suffering is optional. Divine love carries me through it all. That's right.
Oh, here, go that way. Go that way. Thank you.
You're welcome. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you. Oh, you're going to love this one. When I'm aware, awakened to divine connection, I listen to my heart and not my worries or fears.
Thank you. Good fit. Thank you.
God's love and my faith shield me from life's storms.
Thank you.
I accept the freedom granted to me by divine love, and now I can breathe. Did we get everybody? Oh,
Yep.
let me get
Okay.
one for you. Okay.
You need one,
Phil?
Janice?
Okay, I'm going to get Phil first. Others' love may fail me. I may not love myself sufficiently. Yet God's love for me is everlasting. And that gives me courage to keep going. Let's give you. You want a red one?
Sure.
There you go.
Thank you.
Can I have that orange one? There's your.
Sure.
You want to pick me one?
Oh, sure.
You want to read it or shall I?
I can read it. I think. From Matthew 7:7 7
Just read the-
through.
Whatever. Just read the
It's a whole bunch of them. Divine gifts are mine to enjoy and share. I explore these gifts so I can know more and help more.
Right on. I'll take it.
Yep.
Can
Which
you
one?
do
Oh, you wanted
the
that
orange one?
Okay, coral one.
Cool. Whatever. Thank you.
That's to corral you.
Janice.
Yes. Scott needs one. Scott, you want to bring,
I'll get it.
take one to him
Yep.
and then pull. Did you get one too? Did she get one? She got one? Are you sure? Then you didn't get one.
I have a yard of dandelion.
Oh, okay. Scott, this is for you. Inspiration for my next words or actions flow to me effortlessly when I take a moment to open that divine channel. Well done. Camera back. Well, let's do one for the folks at home. I'll let you see my rose while you're receiving your message. Okay, here's your message, folks at home. Oh, I love it. I can take a breath and enjoy being alive, because if I'm alive, I'm here for a reason, even if I don't know what that might be. Sometimes they're... Okay, let's do...
And
Yes. Whatever. Let's do an energetic circuit for the folks online, and then we'll do our energy circle. So rub your hands together really fast. Bring that divine love and light, acceptance into our heart space. From the heart space to the left hand to the right hand, and then back to the heart space. And this creates an energetic circuit. And with our awareness, the energy builds and goes between our hands. Can you feel that? You can feel that energy building. This is divine energy that you have access to, that is yours. You get to have it. There's just love, just love. It's nurturing, it's caring. Bring that into your heart space. Have a great week, and we will see you next time. Happy Mother's Day.